What are the best ways to engage employees in a virtual or hybrid work setting?
As a coach, I would probably start with a question. Um, how engaged your employees are right now? Like before that whole changes like virtual and hybrid work settings. How was their engagement? I think for every development, it's important to understand where we are right now, the current condition, and then where we want to be. And then we can think about strategies and tactics how to get there. So I would probably start from there. It's not just simple one answer, this is the right thing to do, but understanding what kind of trust they have, what kind of cultures they have. So that's very important. So I would probably start with that question. But I would probably give some general principles for us to understand how people generally get engaged with anything. You know, if they've been part of the process of starting something, if their ideas were mattered, if their ideas were included in that process, people tend to be more engaged. If what they do is connected to what they want and why they want, they get more connected. So I would probably understand those general principles before actually improving the level of engagement. But over the years, I think it's been 2 years since COVID took place. I've met people from different companies, and I recently had a conversation from one of the leadership in Coupang. It's one of the biggest e-commerce company in Korea. So he's one of the leadership in the division. So he said, in the beginning, they were all lost, didn't know what to do. But performance-wise, after a year, I think it's pretty much the same. They know what to do. But there is a simple principle that they applied, and I think other companies apply too. It's this: what gets measured gets improved. It's very simple. You can control the working hours and how they work, how they sit, what kind of postures they have, and all the things. But if the goal is clear, if it gets measured more often, like every single night, what's your task? This is the bigger task that we have together, and what's your task? And let's measure it. Let's measure it on a regular basis. And because of that, people work. So defining what needs to be measured is really, really important. And if this is a priority, something very important, I think companies, any organization can handle the whole level of performance. There are some other aspects. For example, because I'm performance coach, and then I would ask, there's a certain ways how you improve the level of engagement with anything. For example, this is my assistant. This is a Google timer. So this one makes the time, the third or fourth dimensional time that's invisible, more visible to me. So if I have this like right in front of me, I know time is ticking. So time becomes more visible. So usually what I do is people have this attention span, the very focused attention span is 45 to 50 minutes. So whatever I do, I would say 15 minutes, and I tackle my task. So making this my personal level, level of engagement on a personal level is one of the keys, I think. So this is something I could share with you. And some of the practical examples I saw was, people who usually work on their own and they don't need anyone. It's like programmers or other people. For them, virtually working is perfect environment. It's like heaven, But there are people, possibly more people, who interact with other people, interact with others. For them, it's difficult. For example, I heard this interesting story. What moves the company is the group of people who smoke together. There was a research done. So people from all different divisions. So imagine this. One person works in a team. They always talk about their project and they don't know nothing else. But when people come out to smoke in one place, you meet people from all different divisions, and then they just talk about life, and ideas are formed in that place. I may be just exaggerating, but that has certain positive aspects. So one of my friends initiated this movement in his company. It's a pretty big company, but they decided to have lunch together, virtual lunch. So because people were missing that time, because you come to work, you see the atmosphere, how people interact, some of the topics that you're not even interested in, but everybody's talking about, so you get to engage yourself. But after COVID, it's like you're working alone, like sad and alone. So he initiated this virtual lunch, and actually he discovered everybody was missing it. So it helped. But if you can think about, and there's another example, like there's a company that pairs of people, like two people for a month. So every month, like every day for 30 minutes, they meet together and then they have a conversation. It's called a talking partner. They vent out all the stresses they have and then focus on the work. So this talking partner has become their culture before COVID. So you can put people together so that every day, just they come to work, and for 30 minutes, they share about their life, something that may just prevent them focus on the work. So you grow that human relationship, and then you kind of manage your stress, and you get to be focused a little more. So it's part of stress management and engagement strategy, but I think in a virtual world, you can still do that.